The spate of police extortion at night and peddling and abuse of drugs in Karo area and neighboring communities are crimes members of the public say has given cause for concern to residents in the affected area. The situation has put the residents on the edge, and the question people are asking are these challenges define solution? This will form the thrust of our focus this morning on your regular security check program called The Police on the Unity Station, Nta Channel 5 Abuja. Good morning and thank you for joining us. My name is Onotu Yakubu. The program returns shortly. Thanks for staying tuned. And if you're just joining us, this is Call the Police live on the Unity Station, Nta Channel 5 Abuja. Let's, for starters, watch this background report to set the tone for our discussion about Karu this morning. The Karunyanya Road is the only entry and exit access connecting Nasarawa State to the Federal Capital Territory. And that speaks volume for the vulnerability of the area to activities of suspected criminal elements. The rush hour period, especially in the evening, is a quick grab moment for alleged phone and other valuable snatchers in traffic. This is just as cultists, house burglars, motorcycle thieves, assault and maiming criminals, as well as the activities of scavengers popularly known as Babambola, constitute major worries for residents.
Along this bridge, along the Anya, Jukwe, about 12, of course, those common crime rates are on. And the policemen, most of the times you see the policemen stand by in most of the strategic locations, under the bridge, up the bridge, even along the abattoir. So
that particular abattoir area, although there was a time we had a lot of much rumor in that particular place that the caliber people that used to come over there, which a message comes straight down to this, especially this Karo division, which this particular DPO reinforced a lot of boys in this under his division here down to move to that particular place to make sure both day, night, and afternoon they have to make sure they are covering that particular area.
However, the people say there has been respite in recent time since the present crop of operatives came with initiatives to engage residents and vigilante in community policing strategies, as testified to by Audo Ako, a resident of Nyanya.
You can see I carry my bag openly, going about, doing my business with full courage, because as soon as any situation you put call across to the police, immediately less than 5 seconds you will see police there. So the major challenge we have in terms of security in Nyanya now, unlike all this tricycling, this keke, any small thing now you see is the block road.
Area commander has been very active with the support of all the DPOs. All the DPOs are also working hard, hand together with the area commander. We've been fighting crimes, especially the minor crimes around here.
Residents believe that with requisite support and proactive measures to tackle the pockets of petty crimes head-on, the present level of sanity will be sustained. Well, that is the feeler from residents of Karu area, Karu and the neighboring communities, as the case affects the security situations around this area. My guest today is the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Sunday Diga. He's the Area Commander, Karu Area Command, covering the areas as highlighted in the background report. Area Commander, it's good to have you join us on Call the Police this morning.
Thank you for having me.
You listen to the background reports. Of course, it succinctly highlights the situation in your area of responsibility, Karo, Jukoi, and all the other communities and divisions that are under your supervision. How do you respond to the situation report?
Well, presenter, I want to first and foremost thank you for this platform. And I also want to thank the resident for the feedback. But I must tell you that like every other area, we've got our challenges, our crime challenges, and we are facing them headlong. The issue of extortion that you talked about, I am not aware. I've actually not been, such has not been reported to me. But I must assure you that stop and search points are not meant for extortion. So if policemen are engaged in that, we are going to deal with them and will not give them such opportunity to misbehave. Yes.
Right. And also, this issue of the stop and search, as I rightly highlighted, part of the residents I interacted with on my visit to the community for the background report, the complaints were more of the stop and search, the night and patrol, the stop and search. But the focus more now is on the commercial motorcyclists and the care riders. These were the people they said as passengers while they are in the experience days and as they carry out their duty. Now, moving on, the Nyanya Jikoi area has this issue of housebreaking that has persistently over time gives residents cause for worry. What is the response like in Jikoi, the division under your supervision in Jikoi? How did you respond to these situations when they come up?
Well, the DPOs under my command are working tirelessly every day to ensure that no crime is committed. And if a crime is committed, it must be abated. And I think they are doing that. As for robberies, maybe burglaries, it could happen. Well, of course, you know that you can't completely rule out crime in any area. But we have to make sure that these crimes are brought to the barest minimum. And that's exactly what we are doing. And I think the DPOs are all very responsive to their division, to their duties.
Now, if you are just joining us, this is Call the Police live on the Unity Station, Nta Channel 5 Abuja. Don't forget that, as usual, as it has been the culture on the program, you get to call in and be part of the discussion this morning. Karu area, the likes of Jukoi, Karshi, Nyanya, and Apo, and all of it are all parts of our focus this morning. What are these security challenges that have given you cause for worry? What effort do you think the police is putting in place and you want to give them a pat on the back? Where do you think they need to improve on the services they have signed to provide for you? That is the reason why this platform is created, to create an interface opportunity between you and the police. So the number to call us is on your screen. Call in and be part of the discussion as we speak. DPO, moving on, Karunyanya axis, especially the bridge, the flyover that is taking traffic from Nyanya to Karu, then Jukoi axis is one, that has also, especially at rush hour in the evening as people return from the day's business. These areas are usually habited by suspected criminals that, people worry are giving cause for concern.
Yes, I'm actually aware of the Karu Bridge, under the Karu Bridge, and the Yanya access. We have some criminal activities there. I think it's also as a result of the proximity of the parks, the motor parks to those areas. And the DPOs have been up to their tasks. They've been doing a lot in terms of sending surveillance teams to the area so that these criminals can be apprehended. And I must assure you that we have actually apprehended some of them in the past.
Before you go ahead, yes. I have my first caller this morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning. You want to call the police. You tell us your name, where you're calling from, and then go ahead to make your contribution.
Okay, morning, sir. Thank you for your good work. My name is Joseph. I'm calling from Apo.
Your name again?
Joseph, I'm calling from Apo.
All right, Mr. Joseph, go ahead.
Okay. The issue we get our time is like all these Bababola, they know they allow that they come on anything 5 o'clock, if you come on that time, all these Bababola, they will collect your phone. Sometimes they will injure people. They come on with knife, cover everything so that they can collect your phone. So that is the challenge we have in our public case.
All right. Thank you for calling in on the program, Mr. Joseph. Okay. And that's a question I'm going to ask later anyways, but then you respond to him.
Okay, well, let me quickly react to Bababola issue in FCT. As a matter of fact, they've been outlawed, in the FCT, and the command is doing a lot, to reduce their menace. In fact, the command carries out raid operations from time to time, and I think that has been yielding, a lot of results. Yes, they've been charged to court a lot of them.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. You want to call the police?
My name is Engineer Chukwu, the elder. I'm coming from the
Okay.
So I commend Nigerian police, especially the SCC command. Because last time I dropped one complaint concerning using beggar.
Yes.
Well, those were normally.
Yes, I remember when the commissioner of police was here.
7, 8 in the night, drop people phone, collect money from people.
Yes.
Yeah, most especially those on Gwagwalada, Kuje, Gridem, that road. But all these two, I think that time now, I don't normally observe them again.
You don't see them again.
Sir?
You don't see them again?
I don't see them again. And secondly, please, take the message to that police station, that police station. Let them monitor that road. They don't do what they do. But they don't do their work there. That police, let them always take control of that car wash, and that police signboard. Those bad boys operate there in the night.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chukwudi, for your insight on the program this morning. Well,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Well, these are the kind of feedbacks we want to get from the people. I remember when he called in 2 weeks ago when the commissioner of police was here, he made this complaint about Beggar roundabout area. And I'm also happy that he's calling back on the same platform to say something has been done, action has been taken to address the situation. Well, earlier before the first caller, you were talking about responding to the Karunyanya road situation.
Yes, like I said, I am aware of the criminal activities at Karu Bridge and Nyanya axis. But a lot is being done about it because from time to time we send our surveillance teams to go there and also apprehend them. In fact, in the past we have apprehended quite a number of them and they've been charged to court. We have it on record. And that is what we are doing on a daily basis. Like I told you, that area is a bit infested because of the closeness, the proximity to the motor parks, the motor park area. And of course, you know how thickly populated Yanya can be and all that. So, but we are trying our best. We'll continue to try our best to ensure that we rid that area of crime.
Well, I'm going to go back to the issue the first caller talked about, the scavengers, the Wambola. Like you rightly mentioned, they've been outlawed, but yet we still see them operate, especially, of course, while enough restrictions have been put in place in the city center, you still see them operate in the suburbs, like your area of coverage. You see them moving around, and then now they've now become not just the fact that they steal, they've become threat to the security of residents. At the slightest provocation, they attack. Why are these people still seen moving around the habitation when there is a law saying, you know what, you are not allowed to operate?
Well, like I told you earlier, that Babambula issue is actually a threat to security in FCT. And the command is actually not resting on our words. We are doing a lot to reach this city of those Babambula. But the current CP also has embarked on different times on raid operations of those particular Babambula people. And even in the past, they've been charged to court and we've made a lot of progress in that area. I think the command is still,
Hello, good morning. Well, as a pointer, please, when you call in on the program, endeavor to either tune down the volume of your TV set or move away, slightly away from the TV set so that we can have a seamless conversation from here in the studio.
I think the command is actually doing a lot. Just like as an area command, we carry out raid operation from time to time. Yeah, just like 2 days ago, we did operation, and all my DPOs carry out operation, raid operation, to enforce that ban in activities of Bambola.
Thank you very much.
And the rest of
Well, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. You are on to call the police.
My name is Hassan Galadima from Turkey. Yes.
Okay, Hassan Galadima from Garki. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, is my complaint about Algeria issue. You see, like that under bridge we are talking about.
Yes.
When you change with your vehicle, you cannot even drop your colleague on the Danyanya under bridge. There's something that happened with my colleague about 2 months ago.
Okay.
He came to from house. They are traveling with one of his friends who came to the car he was waiting for him to go and pick him with his car. Immediately, man just dropped at the Keke Nakefia. All those people come around the guy, collected his bag, collected his phone, and then police people, they were starting there with their van.
The police were there under the bridge?
Police station. Yes. When he went to the police station to complain, that's where they normally do in that place. The man just left. He was crying. I said, you can't do anything.
At what time? At what time did this happen?
Before you not turn back, you could not find the police people in that place again.
At what time did it happen? Like at what time of the day?
About like 3 months ago.
At what time of the day? Seems to have lost him. Well, your Nyanya Bridge.
Yes, like I said, it's a routine activity of the police to checkmate criminal activities under those bridges. Like I told you, because of the closeness to the parks, a lot of criminal activities are recorded. And so we have policemen 24/7 to ensure that those places are rid of crime. And we'll continue to do that. We'll continue to do that. And anybody whose property has been stolen should promptly report to the police. The police definitely will take it up, and I'm sure we'll make results from them. Yes.
All right. Going forward, what is the command stand beyond the SCT administration's ban on the activities of Babambola, and they are still, even though we are still seeing them operating? What does the FCT Police Command? What is the FCT Police Command stand, and by extension, your area command, on the need to curtail their excesses? Because the threat to people's lives now has become the order of the day too.
Yeah, talking about the Babambola and these other people they call Panteka.
Yes,
the command, as a matter of fact, has a zero tolerance to them. And the command is doing everything possible to ensure that we get rid of them in the FCT. Because they are actually a security threat, I agree with you. And the area command too is doing a lot in the area of raid operations. And the public can help us further to give us more information about them, the activities, and that would really help our operations.
All right. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Thank God I'm talking to the area commandant. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Edward. That's my Sunday.
All right.
I greet you, sir.
Yeah, good day, good morning.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, go ahead and make your point, please.
Yes, sir. The complaint is this, sir. I want to make one complaint that maybe I don't have the fact. Sometimes those miscreants around
network seem not to be friendly with us. I don't know. Unfortunately, we couldn't get where he's coming from. I hope we're able to get back to us. Yeah. Now, in Karo area, one other issue that has it is synonymous to Karo, the abattoir in Karo. The mere mention of that abattoir alone sent shivers to the spine of residents in FCT, especially those that are resided in that environment. That place has been heaven to criminals. It has been provided shield for criminals. First of all, let's x-ray the activities around there. How would you describe the activities around Karo Abattoir?
Well, we have drug bandits around there. Okay. And that is especially behind the abattoir, not necessarily the abattoir.
Inside the abattoir.
Yeah. behind the abattoir. And I must tell you that we've been carrying out raid operations there. Just 2 days ago, I carried out raid operation on the area. People were arrested with drugs, and we charged them to court yesterday. And so a lot is being done, and it's going to be a continuous operation. It's not one thing you do, one time and leave it to rest. Yes, it can be one of. It's something you have to do continually, and by the time we do that continually, I'm sure it's going to be reduced to the barest.
Now, what is the management of course, the abattoir is a state establishment. I want to believe is supervised by the FCT Health and Secretariat. I want to believe.
Yeah.
But then, what is the rules of engagement for that area? Who and then what is the management of the place like? I know usually situations like this, you have associations, leadership to coordinate their own local activities. What's the synergy like between your area command, the division, the Karo division, and the people, and even also the triangular relationship, the authorities, the management of the place, and the police to provide security?
Yeah, well, the area of synergy we actually expect from them is the area of information, because you can't expect them to physically confront them, because that can also be, counterproductive. So the area of, synergy we expect from them is more of information. And we are trying to,
has it been forthcoming?
Yeah, it has been forthcoming. We are trying to do that more with them so that we can get rid of these persons. They are actually in menace around that area.
Yes, I actually, because part of the feedback I also got on the street of Karu when I went for the background report. In fact, every person I stopped to ask a question about security of Karu, the first thing they tell you is Karu Abattoir, Karu Abattoir, and then particularly the issue of drug peddling, of course, which is a means to an end that fuels crime in that area.
Yes.
Now, I want to ask this question in this regard. Community policing. What is the situation like in Karo area? How much role is community policing playing in addressing the security situation of Karo?
Well, community policing is one of the areas the current IG had focused on, and of course, world over, community policing is the in thing, is the focus of policing. Because we have just come to realize that we can't do it alone. We have to get everybody on board, to help us in the fight against crime. And that also includes other security agencies. And those who are really, really on ground to help us are the vigilante people, these civilian JTF and all that. They've been very, very helpful enormously. And we get them involved in most of our operations, and that has, recorded a lot of success. So, by and large, the community, the traditional chiefs, the pastors, the clergymen, all of them are on board. They are all supporting us, and that is community policing at play.
Now, unfortunately, time is not on our side to continue to dissect these issues. Finally, maybe before we call it quits for this morning, Christmas is a matter of 2 weeks. And of course, it's a period that comes with its peculiar challenges, of course, for reasons we all that stares us in the face. What special arrangement is your area command and the divisions under you? Because the area where you cover is one very peculiar place, and it calls for concerns when periods like this come. So what arrangement are you putting in place, and vis-a-vis your security tips as we run this program this morning?
Well, festive periods, especially Christmas, is known for upsurge in crime. And so as for the police, we're already prepared. We've been prepared maybe in the last 3-4 months, because we have the Ember Month period. And so since then, we've been prepared for this. And I want to believe that what we have in place will be enough, to guide against such attacks during the festive period.
And in 30 seconds, your security tips to FCT residents.
Yeah, everybody should be conscious of their security. Security awareness is very important. It's key to all of us. But it's actually the first point of security. If you are not conscious of your security, you might be taken unawares. And consciousness, we are talking of being alert, Be alert, with the potential, the danger, around you, around your environment. And that will go a long way to help you. And please, when you see anything, call the police, inform the police. You can't possibly go to the hoodlums to support you or to help you. So please be on the same page with the police. It will help us. Yes, and that will get rid of crime in the city.
Well, Area Commander, I want to sincerely appreciate you for taking time out of your schedule to be here with us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Be rest assured that the information and the ideas you've shared are very key to residents of the FCT, especially as regards Karo area.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, you've heard it from him. Be on the same page with police and, of course, all relevant security agencies to ensure that our security is giving the best outlook for our safety. It's a collective responsibility, and it is on that note this morning, I want to say it's been a pleasure to be part of you this morning to, as usual, continue to discuss this very critical aspect of human life that concerns you and I. On this note, we want to say, we'll make it a date with us next week on the same platform. I remain yours, Onotu Yakobo. Good morning.